And we're live. How's everybody doing today?
I'm doing great, DM.
Chilling.
Hell yeah.
I'm vibing.
We're vibing.
You love to see it. Oopsie. I gotta toggle her off until if she shows up. There. So anybody got anything new and fun going on since last time we played?
Not a lot, but you announced that little one shot. I don't know if it's gonna be streamed, but Drac and I have been working on our characters.
Is it good? Is it
think-
going to be a one shot?
I
haven't been given any info on that either.
Yeah, there hasn't been much info given out aside from the people who have reached out talking about character stuff. Probably not going to be streamed because my partner is actually going to be joining, and it is going to be their first time playing D&D. So I'm gonna
Hell yeah.
not have the extra stress of it being streamed for them.
Either.
Do you still have room for that one shot, or is that full?
It is assuming that everybody who has signed up so far is able to make the time whenever I'm able to post that. It is full, but
I got no worries.
if people end up not being able to make the time, I will hit you.
Full show.
And if it goes well, I'll be doing more stuff in that kind of a setting.
I did
so sorry.
I did see the post. I just, because with me moving and all, I didn't respond because I didn't want to confirm before I had everything settled.
That's so valid. I also don't know what's fully going on with it with me getting a new job, so waiting to see.
So.
But yeah.
But I made progress today, so.
Hell yeah, you love to see it. So. I believe that we have a recap.
We do. This was a 10-minute recap, so
Oh god.
No, it's not 10 minutes long. It took me 10 minutes to write this.
Oh.
10 minutes long.
It's actually taking 30 minutes to do the recap.
Oh my god.
I'm kidding.
That's a recap episode.
I know I've had some recaps that have gone on far too long, but I'm getting better about it, so. Okay.
No, they're great.
After defending Goldcrest, we've made it to Miram. We've got some free time now, but we've learned way too much about this war to have time to take it easy. That'd be irresponsible. The Angel's going for the God Tower and wants to become the God of War after that title was taken away from them from Glug's patron. So, Gil went to the Collector to get more info. In exchange for the knowledge, all the Collector wanted was one of the Citadel amulets. Simple enough. Gil handed one over, and the information flowed. Glug's patron caused the apocalypse, and the Collector and the Angel were complicit in wiping out life as they knew it. They were champions of Rotha, the wilted flower, Glug's patron. And right now, Glug is their champion. Rotha's true divinity, a combination of the god of time and the goddess of life. And they wiped Despair clean after being unsatisfied with the state of the planet. The divinity and gods as we know them are mere demigods in comparison to Rotha. Those ones can be killed. But Rotha cannot. Or so he says. The Collector suggested Glug not get involved any further. He says Rotha means well, but only brings disaster. And also, the apocalypse. And how surprising! Not about the Collector, of course. It's pretty clear he doesn't care about others and thinks he's above mortal problems. But if the Collector defers to her power, then wow, Glug's in for something really scary as her champion.
I'm in danger.
I wish I was there. I can also hear his voice. If you heard it from me. No, you didn't. I don't know any of this yet. Also, while they were there, the Collector offered to buy Fervor's Fable. 200,000 gold. She said no. Yay, Fervor! The Collector offered to hire the group to retrieve a Fable he knew the location of too. 50,000 gold. Gil heavily considered it. Boo! I shouldn't be surprised though. He just doesn't get it. I knew the collector was gonna pull something like that, so I stayed behind to do my own shopping. I'm serious about wanting to keep the collector off the collector's radar. I even signed a contract with Gil to make sure he can't talk about me. In exchange, I'll offer them help if they're ever in trouble. It's floatier terms than I would have wanted, but if that's all it takes to secure Blackbird's safety, then I think it was all worth it. I signed a contract, so that means we're partners now, and I've got some shopping to do. There's a few things on my to-do list before they get back with that information. I better get started on my date with Blackbird. Let's go down the line. 'Cause when they get back, we're gonna get really busy, and we have to stop that angel. It would be really irresponsible to do anything else, right? Recap! Yay!
Yay.
Yay. So one itty bitty thing is that Ratha was the continent.
You're so right! I'm so stupid, Black Cat. I'm getting my lore mixed up.
I can't believe you would do this. You lose an inspiration and then you gain 2 more. So it evens out to
No,
plus
don't
1.
tell Ratha what Ratha is. They don't know that. It's Ralkoth. Ralkoth's her name. Shit. The patron's name is Ralkoth guy. You've never heard of Ratha before. Sanguine hasn't either. This is fine. He didn't know shit when he was talking about this recap.
There is no such thing as Ratha.
There's no such thing.
There is no Warren Buffett.
Sanguine, who's Ratha?
Who is Ratha? What's Ratha? Where did you hear that?
Wins Rotha.
I'll give you a
Oh,
better
Ratha.
one. Wise
What
Ratha.
is Ratha?
Yeah.
How's Ratha?
Could Rotha?
When is Ratha?
Okay. Stuff from my setting no longer sounds like it's real. Very cool.
Death in your...
So,
Okay.
picking up where we had left off, I believe you all had finished your shopping with the collector, which brings us to Sanguine, who had been doing their own shopping throughout the city.
Yes. So, first things first, I want to buy a diamond because I kind of used mine on Shirtless Sam.
Okay. Yeah, what size of a diamond are you looking for?
Something for Revivify.
Just 300 gold worth of diamond?
Is that 300 gold? That's expensive. I thought it was 200. Shit. I have 300. This was fine. Oh, it's 300. Damn, I'm broke. That's fine.
Sanguine is a broke bitch, apparently.
Don't tell me he's going to try to hire me.
You know, the collector's putting out some big money for stuff. Just saying.
Yeah, Gil gets back. Hey, Sanguine, if you're looking to get some money.
Could get rid of that voice in your head.
I'm sorry, a fella's built in.
But yeah, so getting a Revivify diamond, 300 gold, that is unfortunately as low as it goes.
What if I flirt them out a whole bunch?
Then your wife will be sad.
I don't have the audacity, you're right. Okay. Buying that diamond. Yoink. Thank you.
Alright.
And thank you, Drac. That's all my money disappearing.
What? I did do that.
Pop!
Oh, that was me. My bad. Sorry, that's just a tick.
I've associated
I
that
love
sound
that.
with Drac. So walking around town, how's everyone looking? Is everyone pretty relaxed around Goldcrest?
So the people from Goldcrest are looking worried, they're looking worried, but they're
Miram.
trying to make do. The citizens of Miram are looking significantly more anxious because now it is their town on the line.
Well, the people
Oh.
of Goldcrest can help them relax a bit because they know we saved their town. So
They're
now
gonna
we're
come
here.
home and half their town was on fire. I think they've got a little bit to worry about.
Look, it
It
could have
was
been a
more
lot
like
worse.
it was like more like a 10.
That's pretty good.
It's just a little crispy. You know, it's like with a marshmallow. You just like scrape off the black pieces, like you're good.
Wait, is the angel coming back now that we're gone? Is what you're saying?
Well, he
I mean,
blinked out of existence for a bit.
yeah, he got blinked out of existence for a minute.
Respawns at the same place.
It is
Yeah.
entirely possible.
It really is, but Titus is there, so it's all gonna be okay. I have faith in my boyfriend. So looking around the city, is there a tavern or anything anywhere I can pop into?
Yes, there's a regular tavern, and then there is the Band of the Hawk, which has a tavern inside of it.
Okay, let's go to the regular tavern.
Okay,
Sounds
yeah.
interesting though.
It is a tavern that looks like it's been here for some time. It's got an old weathered sign outside the front door. It says the Black Bear Inn.
I feel like that's the name of a food chain in my local area. Um,
Yes, I'm here to dox you.
thank you. Someone's got to do it. So
Right
saying
now.
what's gonna
Sorry, go ahead.
you're gonna dox me even more?
No, I was about to dox myself.
Oh, okay. I won't stop you from doing that.
Oh,
Sanguine's gonna wander on and just waltz in. If they greet me, I'm gonna greet them back and kind of wave and take a seat at the bar counter.
Yeah, as you enter, it is a pretty busy day. Most of the tables are pretty packed, but there's a few spots open at the bar. And as you sit down, a probably mid-40s looking gentleman, bald with a large beard.
Oh no,
Just-
he's my type.
Oh no.
Sorry.
Makes his way over. Just kind of polishing a glass. What can I get started for you?
Hi there. Something local, please. Whatever you recommend.
All right then, I'll whip something up for you in just a minute.
Thank you.
And he will get back behind the, kind of like over near where like some spirits are sitting on the wall, setting down some glasses. And he returns to you a few minutes later with a glass of whiskey with a cinnamon stick in it and mixed with apple juice.
Oh, thank you. I've never seen this before. One of your originals?
Something like that. Apples are grown locally. So, figured that's about as close to what you were looking for as we can get. That'll be-
Sanguine takes a sip.
It's very
Why are you
sweet.
charging me?
I'll be 3 copper.
Bet. 3 copper. Sanguine slapping over the money. And as he's paying, says, "So, what's the recent news? Has King Leo said anything?"
Nah, the people have said something about him.
About him?
I,
Wait. So nothing on the war?
people are upset that he hasn't tried to mobilize our own troops to the war. It's been a bit of drama for him.
Wow, you guys haven't even gotten moving? Oh, that's not good. Sanguine, just kind of casually, twirling his glass around. I just came from Goldcrest. I was a part of Church of Horus defending the city. I guess I was a little bit naive to come here to think I could take a breath between it all.
He's going
War's
to
coming this way.
going
I'm
to
surprised they
slide the
haven't
3 copper
made
back.
a move on.
Just slides the 3 copper back across the table at you. Well, thank you for fighting. And we're hoping that he hasn't mobilized because he's trying to shore up our own defenses. Most of the people raised in hell are refugees from Goldcrest, wondering why they're not out fighting. But a lot of the locals know that he's kind of stuck his nose out of business like this before. He's been, ever since he took power, isolating Mira more and more.
As he hands Sanguine the 3 copper, Sanguine's gonna gently shake his head and push it back towards him.
He'll pick it up and put it in the tip jar.
Oh, Sanguine was going to say pay it forward.
Double it and give it to the next guy.
Sanguine's going to shake his head and goes, we all need to look after each other in these times. It's just what we do. Pay it forward. Someone's going to be happy to get another drink. He takes another sip, giving him a thumbs up.
I suppose I'll pass it on to one of my regulars. Thank you for that, then.
Sam's gonna kind of slump into the counter. Well, if that's all the news that there is, haven't you heard? An angel appeared in Goldcrest and killed the Blue Butcher.
Serves
There's
him
been no
right.
statement on that.
No, this is the first I've heard of it.
Really? That hasn't made its way here. Because that's not the only thing.
Hanagi,
Hi, Nagi.
Oh, hi, Nagi.
let me put your
Sorry.
thing back.
I was AFK doing chores and lost track of time.
Yeah,
It's
And
all
then I
good.
saw the
Worries.
pings, I saw my Discord light up. I was like, who's pinging? And then I saw it was this chat. I was like, ah, fuck, it's Wednesday.
It's all good. We're just
It's
doing a little
Wednesday, my dudes.
sanguine shopping trip while everybody was at the collector last session.
Yeah, I'm flirting with a bartender. He's an old bald fuck, so...
Yeah, well,
Also,
you
Black
get him,
Cat.
you get him. He's an old bald guy.
I'm not sure if we're supposed to have some music right now, but
It
check the
should be.
stream.
oh, it was me. I was the dumb one.
I did bring it up after you had mentioned that. I had forgotten to open it. But yeah, thank you for reminding me.
Yep.
Yeah, unfortunately, there's been no word about just about anything. That's a big reason why some people here are on edge. A lot of people itching for a fight. As for the Blue Butcher, I'm assuming that that's probably why he hasn't spoken out on it.
Yeah. That was the Toby growl. Wow. Whoa, wrong character. I was thinking the exact same. If you haven't heard anything yet, then you should know. The Raji that appeared on the battlefield was not actually Raji. When he was taken down, the magic fell away and it was a mechanical body. Just like a Tai Koto.
Kind of folds his arms and raises his eyebrow. He's gonna roll a persuasion check real quick. He's going
Me?
to incite you. Yeah.
There is nothing to insight. Sanguine's telling the truth. Or if you're wanting me to deception no more, what you want from me?
Persuasion check.
Persuasion.
Yeah.
Can I inspiration that?
Sure.
Cool. 26.
You're not fucking joking, are you?
No, not at all. I don't know all the details. And I'm gonna use word of mouth. But apparently the angel mentioned King Leo and a Taikoto by name. And I heard a rumor that there was an angel that appeared on a Taikoto's island. And King Leo tried to cover it up. I expected the king to give at least some sort of comment. Seems to be adding up, and part of me wonders if this is some new desperate measures mess.
Real quick, roll me a performance check for the word of mouth to see how likely he is to spread this information.
Can I persuasion that? Inspiration that.
Okay.
Come on, Blackbird. That is a 21
It's
or
a-
23.
it's a
in
big-
advance.
Bigger number.
Yay. I wanted that. I like big numbers.
That's some shit news. Fuck me.
It was my naivety coming for me that I thought that something would be happening here. It would be nice if we could end this all peacefully.
Hold
Just
on.
Sipping his drink.
So he mentioned Taikoto and Leo. And he killed the butcher. You think he's targeting
Yes.
the desperate measures?
Well, the Mayor Dominic definitely seemed to think so. In fact, I saw him send a bird out that day. They must have gotten the bird by now. So the fact that no one here has heard about a thing is kind of disturbing.
You know, I had seen him leaving the city yesterday, riding out with a bunch of horses.
Where was he going?
Looked like he was heading west.
That's when he met with us, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Huh. Makes you wonder, huh?
Really does. These desperate measures are up to no good again.
Well, to be honest, the Blue Butcher was the only bad one. The others at least tried to do good. Or at least that's what my father told me.
No, I wouldn't. I can't say I have the same view. A Taikoto keeps himself away on that island, right? And that mechanical
What?
body he has. That's the same one that the angel was using on the battlefield for Raji.
What island?
Oh, I thought a Taikoto having an island is something that was well
No.
known.
No, that is not common knowledge.
Okay, well then
Oh.
all I know is that a Taikoto is out there. Sorry, let me rephrase that. I don't know the lore. I wouldn't be so sure about that. At least that's not what I'm thinking. I'm pretty skeptical when it comes to all of them. I used to kind of give them the benefit of the doubt, but now, after yesterday, I'm not sure about that.
Not many
That
people would
mechanical
venture
body.
for a noble cause. I don't blame you.
The mechanical body on the battlefield was just like one that a Taikoto had. If the angel was deploying that technology, and Leo was covering up an angel that was with a Taikoto. I don't want to jump to conclusions, but that's not good news. They had a hand in the creation of avarice, and they weren't able to stop that, so... I almost feel like if they're not stopping this... I just don't want anything bad to happen. It's also worrying.
I would assume we are doomed to live in interesting times.
But I at least want to enjoy my time while I'm here. Sanguine chugs his drink.
Yeah, hold on. Another one for the boy. I'm gonna
Thank
make
you.
sure that you get another drink. I have something I need to attend to real quick. And he is going to head for the back. And another barkeep will come and make you another glass.
I'm gonna take the glass and thank him. And then kind of look in the back. Hey, where did the barkeep go? Is he coming back?
I'm not too sure. Probably going on his break or something.
I didn't get his name.
That's Kieran.
Kieran?
Kieran, yeah.
Tell Kieran I said thanks.
Will do.
And Sanguine's gonna slide 6 copper pieces on the table. And a tip to split between both of you.
Ah, well, thank you very much. And the new barkeep, she will take the tip and pocket it. Anything else for you?
Well, if there's nothing new in the news, I guess that's it.
I'm not too big into politics myself.
Hey, there could be more than politics in the news. You guys have gotta have something happening around town, right?
Yeah. Couple people fell while trying to work on some lumber. Their climbing gear gave out. Got a few injuries there.
Fell.
So,
Are they okay? Do they need a healer? I could help. Where are they? Sanguine's getting way ahead of himself.
can you mend broken bones?
Sanguine is going to kind of take his hand, which are vertical, is put them back together horizontal. Simple enough. Healing magic.
Oh, well then, yeah, you'd be appreciated. There's a... Let's see, where would they be? I think they're being kept at the temple to make sure that the wounds aren't permanent.
I'll pay them a visit later. Thank you. Could I have your name?
Alice.
Alice. Is Alice wearing a wedding ring?
What?
Alice
What's this a
or
reference
Alice?
to? Alice.
Alice, is she wearing a wedding ring?
No?
Okay, cool. Good to know.
Is this a reference I
Same.
don't understand?
No. No. Sanguine's going to just wink and wave and be on his way. After he's gonna sit and finish his drink and then be on his way.
Alright. The barkeep will go back to helping other customers.
Great. And I'm gonna pay the temple a visit and just help people out there.
Yeah, the Temple of Miram is not really dedicated to any specific faith, as there isn't really much in the way of fully dedicated religion. Like, gods have worshippers and stuff like that, but it's not to the point of, like, religious fanaticism outside of, like, the saints and their immediate followers. It's more of a place for people of any faith to come and receive guidance. And inside, there is a few areas where people can, like, receive guidance from clerics. And there is a separate set of tents near, like, the back side of the temple that have a blue cross on them, because I don't want to do a war crime.
Legally distinct.
A legally distinct medical symbol.
There's a convention I used to go to that did that, and they got shut down.
The Red Cross doesn't play.
No, they don't. Yeah.
Yeah.
What wasn't isn't it copyrighted, the Red Cross?
It's more than just copyrighted. If you use that, it goes against the Geneva Convention.
Yeah, if you use the Red
Really?
Cross,
Yeah.
break.
that
Oh,
is
that's funny.
a crime. It is an actual war crime.
Yes.
Stardew Valley has
Uh-huh.
actually committed that war crime.
Yeah, Concerned
that's-
Ape, the creator of Stardew Valley, is a legal war criminal.
That's really good.
That's a joke, by the way.
No, it's not.
Don't
He
sue
did it.
me.
Allegedly. It's okay if
Allegedly.
you say allegedly.
Allegedly. Allegedly a war criminal.
Yes. There goes our sponsorship, though. So.
No! This episode now sponsored by Animal Crossing instead.
I heard there's a new one coming out.
I haven't
What?
played any
Sorry.
of the others.
Sorry, I'm
I-
derailing. I apologize.
I'd be surprised if they stopped making them.
But yeah,
It's a lot of money.
so tents with a symbol reminiscent of, like, medicine emblazoned on the side of them in the back of this temple. The rest of the
Endless
temple seems to
walking.
have a few people inside. Seems to be a couple of people also standing, like, outside of the tents, but having to keep a little bit of a distance from them.
Yep, Sigmund's gonna walk up and greet. And kind of wave. Hello! Is anyone looking for a healer? I might be able to help. He's gonna kind of tap at the Church of Horus and Insignia.
Yeah, a little halfling was coming out of the tent, and as they saw you, they looked exasperated for a moment, and as you mentioned being a healer, just, oh, well, you'll probably do a lot of good here. Let's see. How experienced are you?
I like to say I've had my way around injuries. I just came here for Goldcrest. I was helping the Church of Horus defend the city. We saw some pretty gnarly things back there.
Oh, you were helping Goldcrest. What a saint. Here, come on inside.
No, that's Horus.
Oh, my mistake. It's a turn of phrase. Here, come on in. Come on in. Hope you don't mind. Hope you're not squeamish. It's not good. And heading into the tent, there are a couple of people laying on, what's that called? Like basically like a raised up bedroll. Not like a full-on hospital bed, that's not invented yet, but just like a cleaner little bedding area. there are a total of 4 people in this tent. 2 of them have badly broken legs. One of them seems to have a broken arm. And another one has their like ribs covered in like bandages. These 2 here, they were out chopping trees and their climbing gear failed them. They fell about 25 feet or so. Landed right on their legs. It was not a pretty sight. That one over there, he had an accident while training. And this one got kicked by a horse.
Hate it when that happens.
Yeah,
Saying
you
is
better
shaking his head.
shouldn't stand behind those. It's a bad business.
So who looks like they need the most immediate treatment, would you say?
Make me a medicine check.
Medicine check. If I get nat 1, that'd be really funny.
It would be.
Bonk. Well, that's 11 plus 1.
Well, the most pressing would probably be getting kicked in the chest by a horse because your legs aren't vital organs, but that's about as far as you get.
Okay.
Mhm.
So Sam was gonna ask. I guess I'm gonna ask. So, who should I help first? I've got the whole day.
Well,
Or
I've
half the
already...
day, I might have to go.
You might have to go? Well, that's fine. We appreciate any help that you're willing to offer. So this one here, I've already worked on him a bit. He's just recovering right now. And points to the one with the bandaged ribs. Either of those 3 would be a big help.
Okay, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Pick one. I'm going.
Okay, yeah. You pick I want to say, decently tall half-orc. Looks to be wearing kind of like lumberjack gear. Still has the climbing gear that Miram uses. It's somewhat reminiscent of like Attack on Titan's 3D maneuver gear, but without the weapons.
Mm-hmm.
Still has that kind of attached to his belt and his chest. And yeah, the leg isn't made to bend that way.
Sanguine's gonna walk up and just walk up and greet him and kind of take a seat next to him. Hello. So, have some leg truffles today, aren't you? That doesn't look good.
Oh, you must be the detective they hired.
No, not a detective. I'm a healer. He raises
wow.
a fist and flexes.
My mistake. It seemed like you were really good at pointing out facts.
Sorry. I guess that's not much of a joke when you're in such bad shape. May I? I was gonna ask before he goes in.
Yeah, go on ahead. Just try not to hurt him too much.
Gonna gently touch the wound. Can I medicine check out this condition?
Yeah.
21.
21. Yeah, without either the use of healing magic or very skilled medicinal care, this is not something that is going to be, like, recoverable. Even with, like, relatively skilled surgery, there's a good chance that this guy's not going to walk again without the use of magic.
Okay. Is this magic? I have something on hand, or does he need anything extra?
Just any kind of healing magic.
Okay. Yeah, so Segwin goes, "Oh, I can help you right up." Just put his hands on him, just kind of making small talk, kind of like talking to a kid while you give him a little shot. Probably one hand on his thigh, one hand on the wound. Just be like, "So yeah, I heard in the news about your big fall. Seems like you made headlines."
Yeah, there's not a lot going on lately.
And then he's gonna
It's
go,
kind of
"Bonk."
shitty that my gear had to give out, and now everybody has to know about it. Damn it.
Well, if it's any consolation, I didn't get your name. And he's going to cure wounds and just kind of right back into place as the healing magic's going off. It probably hurts, but the cure wounds helps.
Yeah, so as you're, like, talking to him, the name's Oz. Wah! Ah!
Breathe, breathe.
Oh, that faded a lot faster than I thought it would. My apologies. I thought you were just going in for, like, an inspection. Like,
Well, people get cold feet if I tell them I'm doing that. So I like to go for the leg.
yeah.
Get it?
I mean, I suppose that having your leg broken a second time isn't something people are gonna be super open to.
What's his condition now, Black Cat? You looking better?
Go ahead and make me another medicine check.
Cool. 16.
The legs look still, like, wounded, but, I mean, like, still bruised and sore, but bone seems to be back in place. You don't feel any odd bumps. Like, no pieces of bone that fused wrong. Seems like, with time, he'll be perfectly fine. Right now, it's probably just a little bit uncomfortable, but not bad enough to really inhibit him in much way.
Cool. So, looks like you should be healed up in a few days. But do you have work tomorrow?
Not anymore. Fuck that.
Job searching then. Sangwon's gonna cure wounds a second time.
Yeah.
Let's get you back on your feet.
And with the second cure wounds, you see that even the faintest of the bruising fades away. And he kind of, like, sits up, looking at his legs, not quite believing it until he, like, gives it a little pat himself.
Thump thump.
That's the real deal, huh?
Yep. The Church of St. Horace.
Most
Tell
I've
others
had
about
is
us.
just something
We'd
to
love to
dull the
help.
pain. St. Horace. Alright, yeah. Well, huh. I thought y'all were just, like, smiths and carpenters.
No! Those are the people of Frostford. I mean, St. Horace himself likes to build buildings, but we more like to be... But the church, no. We heal people and also beat them up. Only if they're bad people, though. We defended Goldcrest earlier. Big fight down there. Didn't look good.
Yeah, I heard
Tisk.
from a few of the refugees it's a bad situation.
While he's talking, Sanguine's gonna go over to the next person. Just kind of do, hi, how are you, small talk. but also kind of just being like, I'm just gonna heal your wounds, take care of you, and just casually, just talking to the other guy with the broken leg while he's doing this, just healing people in the room.
Gotcha. A 12 is enough to heal the entire thing in one go.
Yay! I got so distracted by my healing black cat. What did the climbing guy say?
That he had heard some stuff about it from like different refugees, and that it sounds like it's a rough situation.
Yeah, a rough situation. Well, that's minimizing it. Has there been any word from King Leo? You guys do have potentially a war in your hands, with Leo in the center of it all and all that.
I haven't heard much, but he's been requesting more wood, more supplies.
Really? No word? I would have expected him to make a statement. After all, Sanguine's gonna use word of mouth again because thank God it resets on the short rest. Thank you, Bar. I mean, because after all, the angel apparently did mention him by name. It's weird.
Well, shit. Maybe he's asking for all that wood for shields and handles. That's what I'm hoping for, at least. To be honest, I was hoping to get out of this business a while ago. I wanted to get out there and fight. I thought I wasn't going to be able to make it to the battle whenever the siege comes. So, thank you.
Wait. Don't tell me you're looking forward to war.
Looking forward to no war? No. But I'm not getting forced out of my home. My family's been here since the city was founded.
Happy to get you back on your feet. We all need to keep fighting in these times. And he gives him a smile.
Hey. Why are you asking if Leo sent any word?
Sanguine kind of looks a little bit confused. Well, it's like I said. The angel mentioned King Leo on the battlefield. Don't tell me you didn't hear.
So you don't have any ill will towards Leo?
So can Sanguine insight this guy?
Yeah.
It's 25.
He is hoping that you will answer yes, you do have an issue with Leo.
Sanguine kind of sees that on his face and goes, I think if Leo's brought trouble to this town, he needs to speak up.
There's a few people around. They aren't fans of Leo. They aren't fans of how much he's just been hands-off with everything ever since he's taken power. Especially these last few years. He's turned everybody here into a damn recluse. You didn't hear it from me, but if the fighting starts and he doesn't take the field, it's probably because he's dead in his manor.
I'm gonna roll performance for that word of mouth as well.
Oh, perfect.
Oh wow, it's that bad, huh?
It's not
I
good.
wouldn't be surprised. Oh. I wouldn't be surprised if the Desperate Measures is caught up in this war. Well,
The desperate
Thank
measures
you.
don't exist anymore. They haven't been on speaking terms for a long time. At least most of them. I know he sometimes keeps up with a Kai, or a Tai, but my family's been here a long time, and most of them have gone on their own way.
well, don't tell me you haven't heard then. You've heard about the angel, right? The angel that appeared at Goldcrest?
Yeah, you were just talking about him.
Yeah, well, an angel was supporting the lizard folk army and descended on the battlefield and killed the Blue Butcher.
Now that one,
Sanguine's just
that's a
gonna
win.
go down the line.
That, as much as that sucks, that's a win.
Well, the Blue Butcher's body disappeared afterwards. And the Blackhearts were there too, and they didn't seem too upset about it. But after the angel killed the Blue Butcher, he started talking about King Leo. And also, I heard that King Leo did a cover-up. Because an angel showed up around a Taikoto. And also, the bottle of the body of the warlord Raji on the battlefield turned out to be a mechanical body. I don't care if the Desperate Measures aren't on speaking terms. This all seems to be adding up to be their problem. And that's not right on you.
I think you should come meet my friends. We
Your
meet.
friends?
We meet behind the Black Bear every other day at sundown.
Sanguine's gonna. I'm just gonna cast Cure Wounds on whoever else is in the room. These all
Yeah.
my first level spell slots.
Yeah, there were 4 people in here.
So, one person gets a level 2 spell slot then.
Yep, so you just walked in and solved all their problems.
I literally did.
And in exchange, you have spread lies as easily as you breathed.
Excuse you, this is mostly truth. There is one lie in there. Sanguine's gonna laugh and kind of wave. Maybe if I have the time. I'm actually traveling with a group that wants to go on to Isle of Brisca. Apparently they have some hold in the war and want to inform everyone, so I've got to be on my way once they decide to head out.
Damn. Could use someone with your healing capabilities. Oh well. Forget I said anything. And he's gonna get up.
Oh, excuse me,
Oh.
sir.
Yeah.
And Sanguine gallops up. Could I get your name?
It was
Keep on the
Oswald.
down low. Oswald. Nice to meet you. Sanguine puts out his hand. I'm Tutus.
You're what?
Not Sanguine.
No, what did you say?
Tutus.
Okay. I
He
thought
will-
you... What?
You're roboting out.
Walter just died.
Oh. Wait, how do I
Don't
sound
worry,
now?
I can help.
Glug ran up to try to say something and immediately got yeeted back.
When you said tutus, right?
Yes.
I heard doo-doo, and I'm like, wait, what?
I'm doo-doo. It's really
So-
funny.
Jeez, you said it, not me, kid.
Sorry.
It's really fucking funny.
And he will just shake your hand. And he is going to kind of go on his way.
Sanguine's gonna wave and see him off.
Yeah. I would say that at this point is probably when the rest of you had finished your time at the Collector.
And I am going to shake the hand of that little halfling and tell her she's doing good work out here. And then leave. Going to meet up with my buddies.
Alright. How dare you make me come up with that many names in a row?
You were going off. I was sitting there going, I don't need
I-
all of this lore, but thank you, Black Cat.
I will kill you again in the next combat for making me have that many names.
Well, you've done it before. If Sanguine has to go to therapy again, he's going to kill you, the DM.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You can try.
Don't put him back in, coach. Don't do it.
Alright, so, as the rest of you finish up with the Collector, what is everybody else doing?
Is there anything else anyone want to do?
Can't think of anything.
I need to double check this mask real quick. I don't. Did you let me attune to it before, or did you not let me attune?
Attuning to
You're
items in
definitely
my
attuned to it, right?
settings. Yeah, attuning to items in my settings, as long as somebody else isn't already attuned to it, only takes an action. So,
Okay. Gotcha.
yeah,
So
so
I
it can
obviously-
be
I guess I
very
already
easily
did-
done.
All right. I guess I've already did attune then. I was just making sure if I have, double checking if I have or not, because I have it as unmarked right now.
Yeah, no worries.
All right, so I'll mark that as attuned. You remember?
Sanguine's gonna walk up if we found each other where we split off.
I was gonna say Glug would probably try to use this mask by casting a spell, but none of the spells I want to cast would just
Summon
Plug
monkey.
fireballs in the middle of town.
yeah. And I'm like, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't Maybe I shouldn't test the mask in the middle of town.
Yeah, probably not.
Drops fireball
Because,
in the collector's office.
Glug would want to play with his new toy, but I feel Gil was telling him, not now, Glug.
No,
not now.
yeah, not
New
no.
toy. That's
Well,
crazy.
I mean,
That's how
if you
Glug's-
wanna if you wanna drop some fireballs, I can control water. We can just, bring a wave from the river. It's fine.
The attack from
Bones
Goldcrest
here.
came early, guys.
Yeah.
It's a simulation.
Wait, hold on.
The simulation.
Actually-
You're not gonna make it through the war.
There is something I could probably cast. Hold, let me just make sure. I don't know if I want to do this actually.
Glug?
No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. It'd be really funny, but I don't want to do it right now.
Later.
No, a harmless spell that you could probably cast is maybe Find Familiar. Oh, wait.
Oh no, Cashew!
Yeah. Poor Cashew. Gone forever.
Cashew's here.
Cashew's in our hearts. I could turn Gil into a Thessian.
Excuse me?
I could. I have polymorph.
Turn. Every time you
No.
miss Cashew, you just sneak up on Gil in his sleep. Good, kitty Gil.
Let's pull a prank on Gil.
There's issues there that I think need to be addressed with some sort of professional.
So what I'm hearing
I'm
is that Glug is having a meeting with HR.
Glug wouldn't actually do this. Glug wouldn't actually do this. Glug cares
Glug,
about
when I
Gil.
said that I support your endeavors with this new patron, I did not give you permission to summon a fireball in the middle of the crowd.
Now that I
Just-
think about it, if Gil has done anything shady in any other cities, we could just polymorph him into a cat and he could just ride on Glug's shoulder.
I would rather not be polymorphed. That's why I have the disguise self spell.
Yeah,
I
but
doesn't
if
need to
your
be-
mustache
Bill.
falls off, off.
He has a
What if the
mustache.
falls off?
It
Yeah, but
can't
what if
unless
it
I
falls
take
off?
it off. That's the whole point of it.
Wait. What if you put the mustache on the cat?
On the
Oh,
cat.
the cat.
The cat turns blue.
That's what we call
I've
two-factor
seen cats like
authentication.
Okay,
And then
sorry.
you call him
Sorry, I
Gil
derailed this.
Freeman.
I'm derailing the session. I'm sorry. Let's continue.
That can be your extra disguise. Gil Furryman, if they know Bill.
Gil Furryman. Insane.
Gil Furryman.
Insane.
Phil Furryman.
Oh man.
Okay.
Playing Gil Freeman isn't some sort of muscular, multicolored wolf man.
Oh no. All right. So, you all, I'm assuming you guys are just meeting up back in town, or
I guess
What-
so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If you guys are just coming back out, someone's probably chilling against the wall. Kind of
Okay.
comes back over.
Well, that was very productive, I would say. A lot of work done. How about you, Sanguine?
Oh, I stayed around. I just went to a tavern and had a few drinks.
That sounds like a lovely idea.
Oh, maybe we should get some drinks.
Or at least some food.
Oh, I'm hungry.
Oh,
Oh, is there any food at the tavern?
how about we go to the Band of the Hawk? Vissian can show us around.
That's true.
Oh yeah, you can show us your friends, Athesian.
I want to hear about what you figured out. Was the collector nice? Everything you seem to be.
As nice as they could possibly be, I suppose.
He was.
Hmm.
He said a lot of things about my situation. I don't know who. I don't know who to trust, but at least I can trust you guys.
it's a loud silence.
I think Sanguine's like going down and taking Glug, like going down the Glug's level, taking his hand. Glug, is everything okay?
Well, you see, I'm gonna recap basically what the collector mentioned about my patron to Sanguine. So just all that information that I'm gonna word vomit if I try to talk it in Glug's voice, but you know information I'm trying to convey.
Okay.
So I just explained everything that happened with the collector. Yeah, and so that's
like-
what the collector said, and now I'm a little scared.
So just
Is
like the
there any
information that Relkath is...
I believe one of them was like, it wasn't one of them saying that Glug would betray the people for power. That was one of them,
No,
right?
The
that was
previous
something that you
champions-
guys
Oh.
kind of implied on your own.
Oh, okay, sorry.
How about you tell me what Sanguine doesn't learn about? It's probably easier to omit the information just out of character than go down the line, because he basically was saying that Ralkoth is true divinity, true divine. Regular gods can get, other gods can get killed. He and the angel both betrayed their people for power, and Ralkoth caused the apocalypse and wiped the slate clean.
And don't
Miss
forget the
the
collector
goddess.
was one of her champions.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Well, both
Bro.
the angel and the collector became champions and
Yes.
betrayed their people.
And they, yeah.
But the angel was
No,
also her
hold on.
son.
Wait,
And her and what was the dude? What was the one that she was with
So-
when they merged into
the-
one?
The son, I think, is just a term of endearment because Walter is also.
It's
I'm
more
also-
of a
The
term for
merged-
like...
The merged people are the god. Like, it was the god of time and... What was the other one?
And the
Time and
goddess was
nature.
nature. The god
Nature
who
and time,
died
yeah.
was time. We
Yeah.
know Ralkoth's name, the god of time's name, has been lost to time.
Mm. He's
Um,
funny.
But yes,
I-
as for my child, that is like a term that Relkath was using for her chosen.
Ah,
So does she still see the collector as her child, or is that something we gotta find out in character?
That's something you would have to find out.
Wait, guys, back to the collector.
Hey, you related to the god?
Is she
Me?
your mommy
Did you get
too?
adopted? No.
Is
this is-
God your
Oh
mom?
my god.
Is God your mom?
God. I have a mom now?
no. Never
Gil, are you
From
telling
friendship to
Sanguine?
family?
Are you telling Sanguine the wilted flower? Because I think Gil would probably have gone down the information without omitting that, unless you want to stop him.
Yeah. I'm gonna kind of nudge Glug before they mention the wilted flower or like any of the other names, just to make sure that it's still very valuable information.
I can't remember.
as
Did
you-
I give you guys the actual name of the angel or no?
You did.
The angel.
You did, yeah.
No, the angel. No.
Oh, the angel? No.
We-
Oh
did
no,
not- no.
my patron you did, but not the.
How it went down is the collector was like, "Are you okay with everyone in the room getting this information?" And you said yes. And the collector talked about Ralkoff and the
Yeah.
wilted flower again. So
Okay.
everyone in the room heard the name Ralkoff and wilted flower.
Yeah, that's something that I would have mentioned to Glug. Is like, hey, maybe keep that to ourselves.
Oh, all right. In that case, I'll
For
omit.
employees only.
I'll omit that part then. Sorry, That's right.
We signed an NDA. Sorry.
Yeah. That's right. No, yeah. I will omit the part. I'm just basically mentioning about like, the people before me, you know, and how Glug doesn't want to follow down that step where he's like, apparently the people before me, betrayed those close to them for power, and I don't want to do that.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm getting very mixed messages on what's being communicated here. Are you
Sorry.
just talking about? Are you just saying that the people before you betrayed
Uh,
the power?
Pretty much. That's what Glug is worried about. That's what's on Glug's mind. He does. I'm sorry for the confusion.
No, it's okay.
Yeah, Glug is basically just like.
Yeah. If that's. This is getting so messy. I'm so sorry. We're like splitting the information.
So from what I am understanding, Glug is mostly concerned about the fact that he thinks he's destined to betray you guys and he really, really doesn't wanna.
Pretty much, yeah.
I thought what's the word I'm looking for? I reassured him that, you know,
No.
we're not gonna let that happen.
No, yeah, he is reassured, but it's still like, you know, in his mind still.
Get it out of your mind. No.
I can pick up and go from here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you go into that and Sanguine's looking at you, going, the people who came before you. The people who came before you?
Well, you see, before me there was it was the collector and the angel that were like the champions, right?
Yes.
Yes, those are the
Right.
only two that were named.
Yeah. So before me, my patron basically said that the angel and both the angel and the collector were both champions of her before me, and both betrayed those close to them for power, and I don't want to follow in their same footsteps. That's correct, right? I'm saying that correct?
Yeah.
All right.
I feel a little bit like I've lost the plot and now having to have Walter elaborate. So how about we go to the
Sorry,
No, it's okay. How about we go to the tavern then? The Band of the Hawk.
Yeah. So, heading over to the Band of the Hawk. It is a large 3-story building, with adventurers kind of coming and going. The Band of the Hawk is always hiring, so there's people outside who seem to be refugees considering if this is possibly a new life for them. There's a few people outside who look like just farmers, like armed with little more than a pitchfork, like a club, that look like they're very heavily considering it. And then there are also much more heavily armored people with very unique looking weapons and armor. There's people of all kinds here. The layout of the Hawk's Roost is the first floor is mostly like a training area, and it also has secretaries that handle the paperwork of getting people signed on to the Band of the Hawk, handing out payment as well. The second floor is kind of like a living area where only like the Band of the Hawk members are allowed on the second and third floors. And the top floor is an open air tavern. And also where the Hawks that the band gets its name for reside.
A hawk banded this tavern?
Okay. Do you mind if we take 15? I'm sorry.
Nope.
Give me a sec. Give me a sec.
Nope. You're all
Okay,
good.
no worries. Does anybody else have anything here that they would like to possibly go over while we give Honey 15?
I was checking my funds to see if I could buy a round for the group, but I have 1 silver piece to my name, so
Gonna go find another dragon.
yeah. They're everywhere.
We're big
We'll-
gambling. We'll take
exactly.
somebody else's shoes this time.
Alright, so, real
Some
quick,
coin.
give me just a sec. We're gonna take like a quick little break, and we'll come back in like 5, maybe 10. So everybody just go grab something to drink if you need to, use the bathroom. I'm gonna swap on over to this silly little screen I keep forgetting I have, and we'll be back. Now, how do I do this so that way they stop hearing? Hold on.
So what you do is you go down to into your audio.
everybody. So we're back from our break.
Okay, everyone.
Quick thing. I totally lost track of time. We're gonna have to be ending session here in just a few minutes anyway, so we were just gonna call it here. Thanks everybody for hanging out and sticking around. I don't see anybody that I usually raid into live right now. Do any of you have anybody to raid into, like any moot streaming right now?
I've got this
Quite a
really cool
few.
guy called Black Cat VT. He's pretty neat.
Wow, that's crazy. I feel like, every time I raid into him, he ends stream, like, as soon as we jump in. So,
Yeah, but
like,
it's his birthday though, so we
Yeah.
kind of have to.
No, his birthday's tomorrow.
His birthday's
Oh,
birthday's
Every
tomorrow.
Thursday.
Right.
Every
His
You're right.
Thursday.
his birthday is actually never again now.
It's now his death day. Let's go.
Let's go.
We have
I
to wish
mean-
him a happy early birthday because we won't be here tomorrow. So
It's okay. I won't be here tomorrow either.
Once you die, you stop showing up.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
When, when you die on your birthday, you die in real life.
Oh,
Alright, in that case, I'm gonna go ahead and just bring stream to an end. Thanks everybody for hanging out. And see y'all whenever we are able to have next session. Have a good one, everybody.
hey.